Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Can you all hear me at the back? Loud and clear. Just in case I want to give you something, I want your ears to be able to receive it. So later you don't say the Guru never give you. So this is a contract between you and I now. All of you all saying you all can hear me clearly? Yes. Okay. So later if it's in dispute, Guru is going to win. Guru is going to win. As Guru usually does, yeah. There is no one here in this hall and outside that's going to make the Guru lose. Because the Guru is a sweet charou. Guru is a sweet charou. Sweet is divine. And you all know opposite sweet is, you all know, the other charou. Alright? And that other charou will never make it with this sweet charou. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So many years ago, I think 21 years ago, I met a personality who purported to love social cohesion and interfaith. I was attracted by this, as I always am. The Sri Narayan Dham sits on many affluent committees constituted of eminent personalities in this province. So we are handpicked. I do not go and apply to be on these forums. We are handpicked, and most of the time these forums constitute, I think they working on 30 and 25 people. So we are handpicked, we are known through the work that we do and the divinity that we permeate in our society. And we are invited. I take Dana along with me. And Dana is my photographer and evidence. Alright? So at the last meeting I told Dana, go and photograph me in the audience. He forgets me and he photographs the audience. Now how will I use this as evidence? And we're sitting in 30 with 30 people, and I can't tell him go again now and photograph the Guru. And Dana was a policeman for 25 long years. And the evidence is photograph the Guru in all these forums. So when we fight in the other kind of charous, we can show we sit in legitimate, authentic, eminent forums. But Dana, knowing Dana. So whilst we're on the topic of Dana, let me crush him properly. In the Mahabharata it is stated that little knowledge is dangerous. Little knowledge is dangerous. It can kill you. So about 2 years ago, I gave Dana a formal warning. Please do not explain to any devotee anything. And last week, there's a girl that's sitting here today. What's your name? Yes? Shivani. Last week, Shivani came to my kutir and she said, Guruji, I won't be attending your satsang anymore. And I said, after your first satsang, I did such a good job on my Vyasasana, trying to impress upon you that this is your place to be eternally. Why did you change your mind? She said, no, Guru, there's another Guru that looks just like you. I thought I can ask that Guru some validating questions, but the answer he gave me, I won't be coming to this satsang. So I told her, go and find that Guru and bring him to me. So she went, she found the Guru, she brought the Guru to my kutir, and the Guru apologized immediately. Alright? So the Mahabharata is 100% accurate. Mahabharata is 100% accurate. Little knowledge is dangerous. You can kill someone. Maybe this Shivani was going to die in the forthcoming weeks with this little knowledge that Dana gave her. Alright? But now that she's going to get the full knowledge from the Guru, she's going to live a full life. She's going to live a full life. So we should not take the Mahabharata lightly, because God Himself came and enacted the Mahabharata. The Supreme Lord Himself, the creator of this universe, He Himself took His birth and enacted the Mahabharata. He also said that you must plan meticulously. You must plan meticulously for your enemy. For your enemy, you must be well planned, and you must have a plan B. When you are attacking your enemy, you must have a plan B. You must use the same weapons that your enemy used to overcome your enemy. So if your enemy is shooting you with a 9mm, don't go and do the Gandhian principle. You know the Gandhian principle? The Gandhian principle is not the principle of Sanatana Dharma. It's a principle of Gandhi. I won't even call him Mahatma. I'll just call him Gandhi. The Gandhian principle only belongs to Gandhi. When you are confronted, don't go passive. Opening pages of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna to protect Dharma, to protect righteousness. He says, pick up your arms and protect righteousness. So the Gandhian principle only belongs to Gandhi, not to Sanatana Dharma. In Sanatana Dharma, you must attack unrighteousness. You must not only attack unrighteousness, you must remove unrighteousness from its roots. From its roots. So if there's unrighteousness in civil society, you must remove unrighteousness from civil society, whatever platform they are. If they are on the cyber platform, you must remove them from the roots in the cyber platform. They must never live in the cyber platform again. There must never be bullies in civil society, either within the dimensions of society or in the cyber world. There must be no cyber bullies. Cyber bullies are unrighteous bullies. All bullies are unrighteous. So we take this from the Mahabharata itself. So I want to get back to 2001. But before I get there, a bona fide Acharya must give discourses after realizing the absolute truth through himself, through self-realization and God-realization. And I've stated, and my chairman, my wounded chairman, you all don't know how wounded he is. Acharyaji took away what he loves most. Vasudeva is in shock. Well, let's go to my chairman quickly. When he first met me, first hour, next day and the next day, I told him, you must not gamble. So he didn't listen to me for 5 years. He wanted to gamble. So I said, gamble, my boy. And I was explaining to everybody loves stories about my chairman. Everybody loves to hear about my chairman. So I explained to him, it's like a bottle of drink. Don't tell me you want to hit one shot, I don't want you to drink. If I say I don't want you to drink, I don't want you to drink. Just like that, if I say I don't want you to gamble, I don't want you to gamble. So instead of one shot at a time, I pushed him to gamble all his money. Think the Guru is right? If you got a bottle looking at you and you take in a double, a single, now and again, you're wasting the Guru's time and your time. So I just open your mouth and push the whole bottle. One time you get drunk. After you got nice and drunk, then you'll get sober. Yes? So I took all his money and I made him gamble all his money. Now he's $500,000. But I made sure I leave enough money for him to pay his lights, to pay his water, to buy bread, to eat well, to pay his installment for his car. I helped him buy his car. Otherwise I would have taken that money as, well, at least his car saved some of his money. This is what the Guru do. He speeds up your karma. He speeds up your karma. So at the moment, when I phoned him this week, he said he's on the aisle in Pick and Pay doing shopping, but not on the expensive side. He's on the brown bread side. Picking up just drips and drabs to survive this month. I think for the past 3 weeks you all would have seen my happiness. That's not from the other charou. It's from the Vishwadhar charou. After his money went away, after his money went away. So that's a lesson from my chairperson. That's a lesson from my chairperson. And this is a verdict in junction. So the Guru wants to translate the Mahabharata, which took place 5,000 years ago, to today in the Guru's life. To today in the Guru's life. That Mahabharata also had gambling. And the Pandavas lost their kingdom because of gambling. So Vishwadhar didn't lose a whole lot. I mean, what's 500,000 to an entire kingdom? You all agree? Now everyone is gone sad. Yes. Or are all the gamblers gone sad? Just sadness in my satsang now. When I said the Mahabharata is going to repeat itself, yeah, because I'm a Guru of the 21st century, the Vedas must exist in this century and today at this discourse. Yes or no? Yes. So the Mahabharata continuously plays itself out through the life of a bona fide spiritual master. Ashram is not a place for the absolute divine. Ashram is not a place for you. If you are absolutely divine, if you got no faults, if your character is flawless, if your personality is flawless, you are in the wrong ashram. You are in the wrong ashram. Ashram is a place to transform you. What does the word transform mean? Change? Well, I'm going to take this from Sita. Change you where? Yeah, we want you to take out your dark glasses, take out your clothing. We want to see your... Well, I think Vasudeva fought many battles with his Guru, Vasudeva. And it was always the people who couldn't see in the Guru's eyes that took the Guru on. This is the third personality, Vasan, who couldn't see in the Guru's eyes, because if the eyes are not aligned, how are you going to see what the Guru is saying? Because sometimes you look in over the Guru, when the Guru is talking, you looking at someone else and what they saying. You all don't get me, Amita? If one eye is looking that side and the other eye is looking that side, and the Guru is speaking in the middle, who are you going to be listening to? Satisbhai, you don't get it? You don't get it? So these people who had problems with their eyes, Satishbhai, are 3 in number, and they took the Guru on. And Vasan was the first one to notice it. Many years ago he found those emojis of eyes. I think he was the first. When they made those eyes emojis, Vasan was the first to use them. It was lying there without any practical use. So don't trust someone who you cannot, because they'll be looking somewhere else. Okay? Coming back again. Do you know what a serial offender is? A repeat offender. So I spent many years in the police force, and I loved my 10 years in the police force. I loved it. I wasn't like Dana, just go there from 6 to 2, 2 to 10, 10 to 6, and go back home. Because who's waiting at home? Queen. Who? And I'm going to explain to you why I'm saying all of these things. So I phoned Dana late on Friday. And I told him, Dana, we have an invite by the administration of the king. Of who? King. And I said, Dana, as you accompany me to all my functions, can you accompany me to this function? Then he said, hold on. Then he asked his queen, in the Guru's presence, we have to meet the king tomorrow. Then the queen asked him, what time? Then Dana asked me, what time? Then I said, from 10 to 11. Then he told his queen, from 10 to 11. She said, all right. Right? So we're talking about Dana's queen and our king of KwaZulu Natal. All right? So coming back to serial offenders. So I took the police force very seriously, I took crime seriously, and I wanted to get into the mind of the criminal. So I did a lot of studies both in the police force and from outside the police force. And this is how crime takes place. And I want to explain it through the business that I ran for many years. Now the children are running that business. So you collect cash every day. So one day you take 100 rand. One day you take 100 rand, and if nobody reprimands you, next day you take 150 rand, or after 2 or 3 days, and if nobody saw you, it goes into the thousands. If you don't check your cash flow daily, Sita, that's why, okay, another story, but you have to check your cash flow daily, otherwise you'll never know. If you run in 10, 15, 20,000, 100 rand, 200 rand in between there, if you don't check it properly, you'll never know, and one day it goes way into the thousands. So this is what a serial offender do in whatever category he is. All right. So if he's in a particular, if he's a rapist, he'll rape one person and he'll wait for about 6 months, 7 months, 8 months before he strikes again. At the end, just before he gets caught, he gets very, very confident, and he'll be raping almost daily. So every rape gives him more confidence, and these criminals always visit the scene of crime. That's how confident they get. Similarly with house break-in, like here at the ashram, right now, every day about 7 or 8 people come and try and steal things from here. So first they were coming slowly, now it's every day. You understand? They are overconfident. So for instance, if somebody comes to this ashram now, these 4 or 5 people, they break into this house, into this ashram, they start stealing my valuables. I am a guru. I am a guru. Must I tell them, stop stealing. Stealing is not right. Tell Mataji, cook lunch for them, make them sit down, give them a nice lunch, then give them all my things and tell them, because I am a guru, don't steal these things, take it away. Can I do that? As a guru, what must I do? Do I live in my own society in Vaikunth, or am I living here in South Africa, Durban, Reservoir Hills, Ward 23, and I'm a voter? And I'm supposed to be collecting pension, but I have some people that do not want me to connect my 1,900. That is why I have some people that's not happy I'm collecting for me to collect my 1,900. That is why second month, and I made that phone call after Mataji reminded me. Alright? So I'm a citizen in this country. I pay my taxes. This 1,900 is a return of my own taxes that I paid over the years. If I steal your money and you go to the police station and you charge me, will the police not arrest me? They'll arrest me. The police won't say, hey, that's a guru, leave it. He's a guru, okay, give him a break. When I appear in court, will the judge say, it's a guru? So if a guru can go through the criminal system, if the guru can go to the justice system, if the guru can report a crime and the guru can send that crime through the justice system, if you commit a crime against the guru, what right it gives you not to go through the system? Why? Because you committed a crime against the guru, must you be excused? Is there any excuse for you to commit a crime against the guru and be excused? But if the guru commits a crime against you, then the guru must go through the system. Is there any reason? What type of personality will conclude that which I am telling you? So let's go back to my story. The Mahabharata happened 5,000 years ago, and it's happening today. And it must happen in the life of a bona fide spiritual master. So the bona fide spiritual master can teach you what Lord Shri Krishna spoke 5,000 years ago. And in this universe, there's only two categories of people, the divine and the non-divine. And the fight is always between divinity and non-divinity, righteousness and non-righteousness. Yes or no? This is a daily struggle. It's within our families, it's within our community, it's within our society, it's everywhere you go. There is this fight of righteousness and unrighteousness. So the guru must have his own Mahabharata. Guru must have his own Mahabharata, and he must have his own characters depicting and personifying righteousness and non-righteousness. One second. I can discuss it. Thank you. Yes, that is why I went into your mode, shivering and shaking here. You didn't see when Jessica got up. I can only imagine. 20, how many years of shivering and shaking? I just experienced it for under half a second and I'm still shaking. We have to give you an award, Satish Bhai. Hey. If there's a man to be honored as a man, that is why you stand light years apart of other men. What my man goes through. All right. So I said we must have our own Mahabharata. We must be able to distinguish between righteousness and unrighteousness. So when you come to my satsang, when you walk in this door, the Guru logs on to your consciousness. Guru logs on to your consciousness. You are primarily situated in your heart. You are primarily situated in your heart, and the symptom of you living in this body is your consciousness. The symptom of you living in this body is your consciousness, and the Guru's attributive consciousness connects with your attributive consciousness. So in your heart you have many rooms. You have many rooms. No living entity is 100% unrighteous. And no living entity is 100% righteous. You follow me? So if you are sitting here, Jessica, thinking how righteous you are, how unrighteous your husband is, and that is why you keep making him pay for his karma, you are wrong. There is nobody 100% perfect. That is why there's your defense. You can use this as a defense at home. All right? And there's nobody 100% unrighteous. So in proportion to your righteousness and in proportion to your unrighteousness, you have compartments in your attributive consciousness. Let's call it apartments. So if you're a righteous person, you'll have about 20 to 30% unrighteousness. If you are a righteous person. And if you are an unrighteous person, you'll have about 20-30% righteousness. Ravana had his 20-30% righteousness. Hiranyakasipu had his 20-30% righteousness. And Kamsa had his 20-30% righteousness. If you go into the Vedas, you'll see they also expounded Vedic injunctions, which we use today, expounded by the unrighteous. But that time when they expounded that, it was righteous. So you must imagine the Guru like this. So if you're an unrighteous person and the Guru embraced you and the Guru brought you in, and you have this apartment in your heart, then the Guru will only come and sit in your apartment of righteousness. Guru will come and sit in your, even if you got 5% righteousness in your heart, when you strike a relationship with the Guru, because the Guru is situated in Suddha Sattva, his job is to come and sit in whatever proportion of good you got. In whatever proportion of good you got. Like a compassionate mother. Son can come out of jail last week. But if she is talking on the phone with a friend, she won't tell her friend, my son came out of jail last week. She'll talk about the good qualities. My son, for 1 week, he cleaned my yard, he painted my building. What, Premila, what will you say? Premila, what would you say?
I wasn't locked up building.
No. I like this. All right. So it is the mother, Rakesh, in a love and a compassion for a child, will never put a child down. And similarly, the Guru, when he brings you in, he will never put you down. In that quality is what he picked you up. He will try to take you up so that the other room, that 65%, that 70%, start getting cleaned up as per the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita states, chapter 4, 37, 38, as you continue to listen to transcendental knowledge, all your lifetimes of karmas get burnt. Suffering is only karma. Suffering is only karma. That is why I ask you to come here on this day, on a Sunday. So when I'm giving you transcendental knowledge, I'm also burning your maya of karma, and there will come a day when the karma is burnt. What happens to your suffering? That's a Vedic injunction. It's not from me, it's from God. So when you enter the ashram, I will only pick on the highlights. You think the Guru is so dumb, he doesn't know about your other things? Especially if you're on Facebook and the Guru is on Facebook. You on Facebook, Guru on Facebook, your history in Facebook. You think the Guru is so dumb, he can't see what you are? You understand? So the Guru knows you. Not only in this lifetime, Guru knows other lifetimes as well. But Guru, like that compassionate mother, want to pick you up, rise you, even above the Guru, even above the Guru, even above the Guru, because you go to Vaikunt. Guru still stays in this mess. Guru still stays in this mess. But he sends you to Vaikunt. And Vaikunt is the highest point a living entity can reach. So the Guru will only discuss. Guru won't enter the other rooms. Guru won't enter the room of arrogance, room of vulgarity, room of filth, room of fraud, room of obscenities. Guru won't enter those rooms. Guru won't enter those rooms. But if you take the Guru's hand and pull the Guru into these filthy rooms of yours, then what is the duty of the Guru? Is to expose these rooms and tell you, hey, this room of vulgarity is not righteous. This room of fraud is not righteous. This room of arrogance is not righteous. Because if a Guru don't tell you, who else can tell you? If a Guru don't tell you, who else can tell you? But this is done at whose instance? At your instance or the Guru's instance? Whose instance? Your instance. Guru don't want to go there. Guru don't want to go there, Vasan. Guru want to stay in that room of righteousness of yours. But if you drag the Guru through your entire mansion of unrighteousness, then it is the Guru's duty to expose that unrighteousness. Then Khatija, that got blocked, and I don't know what else happened to my Khatija. Khatija, yes, I'm purposefully using your name, all right? Because that other charou didn't know who Khatija was, but he blocked you. All right? So Khatija, if you take me into these rooms, I am going to expose these rooms because I'm the Guru. The Guru did not want to go there. So if you took me to your whole mansion, Khatija, can you say when you came here 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 3 years ago, why didn't I tell you about your mansion? Can you tell me that? Can that be your argument? No, because you taken me through your mansion. Guru knew of your mansion. Guru knew how many percent you was there and how many percent you was. Yeah. All right. Amita, I love that sweet charou. Think you must make another page. Make another platform for me. The sweet charou. Because other charou going to disappear. There have to be one charou around. There have to be one charou around. You understand? That is why I can see your tongue is twisting. Sweet charou. You'll feel good. Divine charou. All right? Top platform. We'll discuss all topics on this platform. All of you understand? So there was this man, 2001. I also knew the other compartments. But at that point in time, I wasn't a Guru. Because I always believed a person can't change. So I joined him. I became the Secretary General of that organization. So he also had the same problem. He was a serial offender. He took on... How many pillars are in this democracy, Jessica? Democracy in the world, any part of the world, how many pillars are there in democracy? Jessica, if you can't answer this, I'm going to brand you as a failed politician. After 30 years, you're a failed politician. All right? All right? So you get the legislature, you get the executive, you get the judiciary, and you get the media. These are the 4 pillars of democracy. So these serious offenders, that one there in 2001, when he took on the legislature, nobody did anything. He took on the executive, nobody did anything. When he took on the judiciary, nobody did anything. When he took on the newspaper, he used to grab cameras in High Court. Sunday Times, Sunday Tribune. He used to take a gun inside High Court and drop it in front of the journalists so they can see a gun entered the court. Then he used to grab the cameras of the journalists, not because he had guts to fight them, but he was a sensationalist. He was creating a media sensation, and people started fearing him. He used to stomp into police stations, and the station commander would go away. Not because the station commander was afraid of him. Station commander did not want to get involved with his filth. With his filth. Where he should walk into Jessica's courts. You were there, Jessica? Yes, what should happen to the cases? What the judges or magistrate should do? The magistrate will get up and walk away. When he used to walk into the, yes or no, doors of the court. I remember there was a white judge at that point in time as there. Satish Bhai, you remember the judge? White man? Yeah, all right. If you nipped him in the bud stage, you think he would have went so far? So similarly now we're dealing with another bully. We're dealing with another bully. He's taken on everyone and everything. And he says he has a license. He has a license. I took that man down. Because I put God first. I went to Grasmere Road. I was a Sai Baba devotee. I went into that ashram. I spoke to the man at the ashram. He had no answers for me. He said, go inside. When I went inside, Jessica, or anyone in Chatsworth, go to that ashram, Vasan, I think you, and see if you can take a photograph of the very first poster on your left hand side. It's written, truth is my breath. Premila is enjoying this, her family is enjoying this. Yes, you should enjoy this because the Guru had this experience. Larry, you too should enjoy this. I don't know how deep you was with Baba. You should enjoy it too. Because when I put God first, I went to Sai Baba because I was in that system at that point in time. Huge poster of Baba and the bottom is written, truth is my breath. From there I went to the police station and I started making reports. And I started charging this man. Every time he transgressed, I opened up a case until he had 13 cases. When he had 13 cases, we arrested him. He said nobody can arrest him. And I told him, I will get you arrested. He pulled a Zuma, or should I say Zuma pulled him because he started this precedent. He ran his case for 10 years. He ran his case for 10 years. He tried everything to come out. I made sure he get in that 10 years, 1 year. He get 1 year. You understand? So I have sent a request. I have sent a request through my attorneys. You must tag him. Karo, Charo. He blocked me. He blocked me, but I think if I didn't block him, you can still tag him. Alright? So we sent him an email and we sent him WhatsApp. What kind, Charo? That should tell anything Karo is. Negative side or positive side? Negative? Alright. He wrote his own demise through his own character. Well, he's a promoter, comedian, writer. You'll expect him to write his own progression or his own demise. Alright? And he gave it an apt name. Sweet Charo overpowers Karo, Charo. Sweetness will always win. Righteousness will always win. 100% guaranteed. So I want you to answer me as follows. How many of you have seen trailers first before you go buy your ticket to a movie? All of you? Yes. Now, if you go and watch a movie and the trailer is not there, can you sue that movie house? Yes. Because that movie house played a trailer. Just in case the trailer was the great bank robbery. The great bank robbery. So what you buying your ticket for? To go watch what? The great bank robbery. But if you go to the movie and you see the director of the movie, the great bank robbery, the producer of the movie, the great bank robbery, the script writer of the movie, the great bank robbery, you see him ranting and raving, crying out, and you don't see the great bank robbery. Whole movie, you see a crybaby, you see a moaner, you see a loser. Don't you have a right to sue that entity that brought you to that movie? And if he put a photo of a certain personality and he said, that person robbed a bank. And because he's a great personality that robbed a bank, how many people will go to buy the tickets for this movie? Your ticket is your data. 2 hours of data is how much money you spent watching Crybaby, watching a moaner, lamenting. And that great personality never robbed a bank, because the movie never show that great personality robbing a bank. So if the trailer is not in the movie, can you take action against that person? Yes? Can you call that person a fraud? Can you call him a fraud? Yes. Can you call him a scam? Yes. You can call him a fraud. You can call him a scam. And can you say he is busted? Can you say he is busted? Busted. So what I am going to do, I'm going to bust the Guru Buster. I'm going to bust the Guru Buster. And I can tell you with 100% confidence that no one is born yet to bust this Guru. I can make that declaration. I can make that declaration 100%. I can say, until the day I die, there's no one born to bust this Guru. Why I can say it? Because I have God behind me. And as long as God is protecting me, no matter who you are, no matter how charou you are, no matter how many thousand followers you had, then when you got busted, Facebook took away all your followers. Then you're trying to build more followers by busting high-profile people, not only Guru. A lot of high-profile people goes onto this channel. Onto this channel. And if you are a leader, leave the Indian community. If you are a leader, you must have leadership qualities. And one of the greatest element of a leadership quality is to take criticism. You must take criticism, and you must be able to deflect it with your leadership quality in a diplomatic way. You must take criticism from every department. But if when my interfaith component Khatija commented on behalf of a guru, and if you blocked her, then you're not a leader. You're not a leader. You understand? He only left comments against the guru. All comments for the guru, he blocked all those people off. So it means he was trying to hide his fraud. So in his trailer itself, without him even going on his platform, he had already committed defamation, crime and injuria, and hate speech. I'm giving him. Long time ago, I heard this terminology from my big son Sean. He said, "Daddy, I'm giving you a thumbs up." So I'm giving this charou a thumbs up. I'm telling him, even before his show went on, he had already committed many crimes. And now, after his show, many more crimes. Premila, are you with this man's side? Did he plant you in Mahashram? Are you part of the enemy? All right. You understand? Then we allowed him to go on his show, and everything he stated in his show was a lie. Everything he stated on his show was a lie. And we told you the Mahabharata teaches us to be meticulous in our planning. Be meticulous in our planning. So at the first transgression, when he became vulgar, when he told me personally that I must change my principles to suit his principles because he do not believe in the ordinary himself. That's where I decided now Guru-disciple relationship is over. So I asked Vishwadhar to respond to him and tell him that stop right here, because this Guru is not that ordinary temple Guru, camphor and clove, lime Guru that you think in. If you tackle this Guru, he is going to take you all the way. Vishwadhar, we have evidence that Vishwadhar had a 25-minute conversation with charou explaining to him, don't get involved with this Guru. Back away. He did not listen. After the phone call, he called the Guru fraud, fake, and a whole lot of things. Right? So we already, what he said in his show was a lie. He said there was no reconciliation, what type of Guru. We already spent 25 minutes trying to tell him, please, charou, remove the charou, we want to inject some sweetness, otherwise if you continue being charou, we'll finish you. We told him that, I'm serious. We told him that if you do not change and you do not stop and you do not walk away, this Guru is coming from the military, he's coming from law, he's coming from business, he's coming from society, he's coming from humanity. This Guru knows everything. No one can trick this Guru. please stop. He was told that properly, but on his show, he was crying like a baby. He was crying like a... Go watch the show. Why the Guru didn't take me on his lap? Why the Guru didn't do this? Guru already did that. He lied to his followers. First time he had 265 in this current time of life. Because everyone wanted to see the Guru, busted. People came on this show to see the Guru, busted. They didn't come to see a cry baby, a lamenting individual. They came to see a Guru being busted. All of you understand? Then our attorney now, I instructed my attorney to send him a letter. That letter was dispatched through email and WhatsApp. Again, I'm giving him a break as a Guru, as a Sri Narayan Dham, as a humanitarian, as a principled person. I'm giving him one more break. But I'm giving him a break with a twist in the tail. A break with a twist in the tail. I have instructed him through my attorney to go on all the same platforms and advertise as he advertised Guru busted. He can advertise charou, busted. Charou, busted squared. Then he must invite the people to that show that he had. And on that show he must explain how he got Guru busted.
And he must not block people.
No blocking people. And maybe I should have a monologue on his show. What do you think? Is it right and just? Because this is what Lord Sri Krishna did in the Mahabharata. When the war was inevitable, he went to Duryodhan. And he told Duryodhan that give the kingdom back as you promised. If you do not give the kingdom back as you promised, then what will happen? There will be a war. And then Duryodhan refused. Then he told his soldiers to detain Lord Krishna. To detain Lord Krishna. Then Lord Krishna showed his universal form through a brilliant light. Through a brilliant light. And that light went into the eyes of Duryodhan. Satish Bhai, just keep your mind on the word eyes. On the word eyes. So I don't know whether Duryodhan had plastic glasses or not, but that light permeated in his eyes, and when that light diminished, Lord Krishna was not in his palace any more. You understand? So you can close your own eyes against God and He will disappear, or you can keep your eyes open, but where? Dark glasses, God will disappear. Maybe God was never there, you understand? So let's talk about glasses. Mataji will remember. In my young days as a policeman, 23, 24, I had Ray-Bans. Who wore Ray-Bans glasses? You, Dana? Yeah, 5 stamp, 7 stamp, Photo Sun. I had all types of Ray-Bans. All Yes, you go to the optician, I had 100% medical aid. So I had that brown shaded, that light green shaded, the dark green shaded. It was because I wanted to hide, Rakesh Bhai, my redness. I was a policeman, I was taking statements, I was driving police vans. I didn't want you to see the character of my last night. I didn't want you to see my last night's character through my eyes, Amita. So I wore glasses. Then if I was going night shift, I didn't want you to see the character of my day shift. So I wore photo sun. So it should look like glasses because it will come very light, but you won't see the red veins in it. So when you wear glasses all the time, not you, Khatija, I'm saying shades, you're a shady. That's why you're wearing shades, you understand? And once upon a time I was a very shady character. Alright? All of you understand? So going forward, we have given him 24 hours, I think, to 48 hours. My attorney has given him 48 hours to respond, and I'm going to see the time. If it goes 1 minute past that time, how long? 1 minute past that 48 hours, I will institute all the cases. All the cases. In the end, through High Court, I will still make him go and do what I'm asking him to do now. But this instruction will come from a High Court, from a judge. You understand? So people of demonic nature naturally, especially if you are in dark glasses, maybe you can't read in between the lines what the Guru is saying. You'll want to take the Guru on. But at the end, I will get the result I want now in my letter. This is all I want from him. He has no money. He's trying to eke out money from me. I can't sue him for any money. And coming back on those words, Jessica, what do you call a person who made his parent take a bond on the house to pay for something urgent and never fulfill paying the bond on that house? I'm just talking in general now. Scam, fraud, scam. You scam your own parent into bonding your house and taking the money to pay something. Are you a scam? And when you didn't pay it, are you a fraud? Don't you need to get busted? Don't you need to get busted? So this comes from Sanatan Dharma. This busting is Sanatan Dharma. Because he asked on many shows, he said, Guru, we will go on Sanatan Dharma. He should have just stuck around as a disciple, learnt what Sanatan Dharma is. Because in Sanatan Dharma, the Guru is not supposed to keel over. Guru must not keel over, because in the Mahabharata, in the Ramayana, God did not keel over. So what God didn't do, Guru must not do. Why Mahatma Gandhi keeled over, only he knows. But that is not the principle of Sanatan Dharma. You understand? So Vishwadhar can't keep up with that file. the Karo Charo file, Vishwadhar can't keep up with it. I think I'll have to ask Nilesh to help him. Because information is coming down in volumes. Evidence is coming down in volumes. And the same thing happened in 2001. When you become a bully, then you start burning bridges with all types of people, communities, personalities, and institutions. Remember the four pillars of democracy is? Four pillars of democracy? Legislature, executive, judiciary, and media. And when you take all these people on, and one day a sweet charou comes along and gives you an opportunity, then what you think happens? Evidence starts flowing. Even now, if I go quickly to Vishwadhar, he'll forget how he got whacked about his $500,000, because this evidence substantively is worth more than his loss. You understand? So this is what we're going to do, and this is within Sanatan Dharma itself. Everything I'm doing is in this Bhagavad Gita. Every action that I'm going to take is in the Bhagavad Gita. And the attorney that we got, he is a practitioner of righteousness. He is a practitioner of righteousness. So I conveniently, and as a tactic, because the Mahabharata stated that you must be tactful, we removed our in-house attorney because there will be a conflict of interest. She is known to Karo Charo as well. So we've taken an outside attorney, and we're going to make sure that we are going to win if there is a case. If he decides, and my parting shot with him is, please follow my instructions in the letter to the full. You're going to save yourself 2 years and 500,000. If you do not follow my letter to the T, when I start these prosecutions, both on the civil and legal platforms, I am not going to stop. This time think of your wife and your son. There is absolutely no way, that you have one molecule of a chance that you're going to win. Jai Shriman Narayan.